and welcome back once again to the We Don't Know Sports Podcast. This is Chad the Mark with
Mr. Brown
and
Turbo Tommy.
All right, so we got an order, guys. We're doing good, and we were going to do this podcast about an hour and a half ago, but we had something come up, man. Mr. Brown knows I've been chasing down somebody for a long time. I've texted him, I've talked to him a bunch of times, and he was going to come on the show a couple weeks ago, and he was out in California on Catalina. He was at the Catalina Wine Mixer, but we got borderline Hall of Famer. He's kind of right there, depending on who you talk to. John Abraham joined me tonight. So we got a special episode coming up later this week, man. And I can't even begin to tell you how fun of a conversation it was. Dude was amazing. I'd say on the Mount Rushmore of interviews. I'm sorry you guys missed it, man.
Did he talk about how many helicopters he sold last week?
No, he did. He just kept saying, pow, pow. No, yeah,
His new music video, Boats and Hoses, coming out.
So I tell you what, if in all honesty, if you've ever listened to like anything like Darren Waller might have said on an interview, or like a recent Steve Smith interview about some of the stuff he's dealt with in his life, John Abraham was like on par with that. And, you know, we always talk about how like these football players are badasses, man, and they're tough dudes. And I'm telling you, the conversation I had with him was tough and badass because he completely just like he shared a lot, man. And I don't know if I'm comfortable enough to do what he did, man. So he was a hell of a guy to talk to. But, you know, that's going to drop Friday for everybody. But we'll start up, man. It's Super Bowl week finally. Are y'all excited?
Oh, yeah, I'm always excited for the Super Bowl, but there's some extra excitement for you, is there not?
I mean, I'm giddy with excitement. I will say I was watching they're doing the pregame or the pre-week stuff. They're doing the little celebrations in Cincinnati and LA. And I am happy that Cincinnati showed up quite nicely compared to what LA's was doing at like a junior college or something. And Cincinnati sold out the stadium and put all the fans in there. So that just shows you how desperate they are. And my favorite.
When it's been 30 years, I could see that.
We're not worrying about that right now. But what we're going to say is CJ Uzama, he comes up there and he's got his knee brace on, and all these players are talking, and he's like, you know what, everybody? And he just bends down, he rips the knee brace off and throws it down because he says he's going to play in the Super Bowl no matter what, which he might play one play. I don't know how bad his knee is. But anyway, nothing news of note happened. We're not into all the media row stuff yet where we got all kinds of stuff. But I do want to give a shout out to the football group. Darren Smith, who's a beat reporter for the Kansas City Chiefs, found his way over to the group and started sharing some stuff. So he's live on the Radio Row. And I'm going to see if I can bother him this week. Maybe we can get him on the show one night.
Nice.
I don't know if we want to talk to a Chiefs fan after they lost, though, right?
No, you should absolutely want to talk to the guy.
You know, I will say,
when you want to talk to him.
I see Darren's stuff all the time on social media, and I will say he is honest as they come, man. Like, he is a realist about his Kansas City Chiefs, and he does his job. He's a reporter, but he's a realist about it. All right. So did you watch the Pro Bowl at all? Was it anything news of note there? Here's my notes. This is what I have, that Mac Jones did a gritty on a play he didn't score on. And
it was an awful gritty. That was bad.
And I also saw that Alvin Kamara did some hammer fists.
Yeah. It was, hey, my take on it, I mean, the three of us could play a better game of flag football, but the gritty was interesting because it was so bad. It kept me going for a little bit, but it's not something I would tune into every week.
So you're going to just the highlights. Got you.
Yes.
See, I've been trying to check out from sports overall for a few days because I haven't felt well. But then I saw on our group text Kamara went to the Raiders, and I got excited for a split second, then realized it's because he's a criminal. So they're just making fun of me. I can't have nice things in life.
You can't have Kamara, at least. That's for damn sure.
Let's go to Seattle.
No, so I guess I read he was getting on the elevator with a bunch of guys, and one guy was kind of talking smack to him, and he went to get on the elevator, and Kamara put his hand out and stopped him. And then the guy kind of shoved him. They shoved him back, and then like they all just beat him mercilessly. So anyway, Kamara told the police that the guy ran. So he didn't know why he did something. So he ran after him. But when they went and looked at the video, the guy didn't run. He just got dump trucked. And so we'll see what happens with that. But this is what I know.
heard there was a curb stomp involved.
There might have been some busted chiclets on the ground. I don't know. Maybe.
And the thing I saw across the bottom of the ticker, it said they stomped him 23 times.
I just
23.
He got his butt whoops. I know he's got a fractured orbital bone, and not a good look there. But I do know this much: nothing good happens at Vegas at 6:30 in the morning, because I can promise you're only up at 6:30 in the morning if you didn't go to bed or you're trying to catch a flight. That's the only reason why you're even up at that time out there. But let's just keep moving with NFL stuff. We actually got some head coaching positions. So one of them involves Kamara's team, the Saints. They hired Dennis Allen. He's the defensive coordinator. So I don't know if you know this, but he took over for Rex Ryan and has been the D coordinator there, and kind of an internal move. I think they kind of thought they wanted to go that route the whole time because, Peyton retired. But listen to this. The Saints defense, when he took over, they were ranked 31st in points per game. Since then, they've been 10th, 14th, 13th, 5th, and 4th.
Nice.
So is that a good hire? Are you guys on board with that one?
Wait a minute. Dennis Allen, did he not coach in the Raiders for a while? Or am I wrong?
I don't think so. I mean, the Raiders have had a lot of forgettable coaches, but I don't think that's one of them.
Very true.
So
I
me,
I think he's a good coach.
To me, it's the safe hire. I mean, I can't say I love it or I hate it, but I mean, it's the safe hire. You're not going to be like, I feel like it's okay. I don't think the Saints are going to do much next year anyway, unless they really upgrade. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
upgrade what?
A lot. Quarterback for one. Here's a little nugget for you though. He is 1-0 as an interim head coach because Sean Payton had COVID, and that was the game they played the Bucs where they won 9-0. So maybe we get a bunch of 3-0 and 6-3 games out of the Saints now. That'd be
70s games.
Then secondly, Lovie Smith got hired by the Texans, and that is met with some people that are excited to see Lovie Smith get a second chance, and other people with the proverbial eye roll because they're like, well, somebody had to hire a black coach. But Lovie Smith was on the staff and was a defensive coordinator there last year.
Here's the nonsense, though. Here's the nonsense. The dude, Cauley, they just fired after one season. They got 4 wins, which is above expectation. You're going to fire the dude with no talent on the roster. He was a minority, and then you bring in another minority. Let the Cauley dude keep coaching. Because he wasn't terrible.
I know. They pulled the trigger too quick. Give the guys a couple seasons. Man.
They didn't count on him winning games. That was the problem. He made them look stupid because they hired Cauley just to fire him, and then he ended up not being the worst team in all of football when he should have been the worst team in all of football.
And I didn't even recognize Lovey. He needs to shave that sorry ass beard so it looks like he's 75.
Oh, don't hate on the beard, man. That's a beautiful beard.
Oh, I thought it was a white mask, man. I think he had that on his chin. That was
my God.
I don't know how you're hating on the beard, but I will say if you're hiring Lovie Smith, you're not really moving away from the culture that was already there, are you? It's not like you went a completely different direction. He was already on staff.
Which is why you should have kept Cauley. What's the point? To me, you're going sideways.
I agree there, Mr. Brown.
not much.
Except for the beard, right?
Yeah, we don't agree on the beard. And, as a beard connoisseur yourself, I'm disappointed in that.
I trim mine down.
Yeah. Mine's all gray. That's why it's real short.
I can't even tell. I have to really pay attention to even see facial hair on you, Tommy.
Because I keep it so short.
I guess. All right. Well, that's really the only thing that really happened in the NFL. We got the Super Bowl stuff. Nothing's really happening on a Monday. Radio Row stuff happens, but I'm sure you guys all tune into the Winter Olympics, right?
Woohoo! I'm an Olympic guy. I love them.
Do you watch the Olympics, Tommy, or are you being sarcastic?
No, I really do. I watch the Olympics.
Mr. Brown, do you even watch?
I don't at all. I saw a picture of the men's curling team for the U.S., and that was a meme I put on our page. But Tommy did. I give him credit. He tried. I knew the outcome of the guests or the listeners on our page, but he tried. So apparently there's a dozen people, including Tommy, who watches it.
We can get more people to talk about pineapple and pizza than we can the Olympics.
Absolutely.
That's sad, is it not? You know what? The three of us could be on the U.S. Olympic curling team.
You know, Mark Balger almost was on there.
No way.
Yeah, there's a lot of like ex-NFL players that are trying to make a curling team. I can't remember who the other guys were, but I remember Mark Balger, obviously.
Surely Ochocinco is one of them. He's in everything else.
No, he's too busy training for boxing.
Yeah. T.O.
Or whatever it is this week.
And you know Herschel Walker.
Herschel's Walker.
A bobsled guy.
Is he a bobsled guy?
Yeah.
Why not? Why not? He's got to be in the back there, right? He's the driving. I don't know because schematics of how bobsled teams work, but I imagine he's your anchor. All right. So the Winter Olympics had like a 43% drop in the opening ceremony viewership. So nobody cares. It is what it is. Maybe people are just boycotting China, but maybe it's just, I don't know. They're just not as fun anymore. I don't know what's happened. And we got other sports to watch. But that being said, Mr. Brown, you mentioned earlier, just want to wrap up with this. Did you get a chance to watch the movie that you texted us about?
Yeah, I did. I finished it this afternoon.
Is it on the platform that we share that we can watch TV?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so I will get a chance to watch it this week. So on a scale of 1 to 10, Kurt Warner's life in the film, what would you give it?
I don't even want to tell you because I know it'll be completely different than your opinion.
That doesn't matter. You're not telling me. You're telling the viewers and the listeners.
I mean, it's American Underdog, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So to me, I'd give it a 7 or an 8. I mean, it gets in your feels a little bit because when you think that it's not possible, it's possible if you just stay after it, be consistent, and don't take no for an answer. So it was a good story. In fact, it was a true story. It was a pretty good movie. I liked how they projected Mike Martz and Dick Vermeil.
Oh, who played Mike Martz?
I don't know the guy, but he did a great job.
Did he look like Mike Martz?
Yeah, he did.
Dude, Mike Martz has one of those looks like it's unmistakable. It's just,
and all I'll say is it was good cop, bad cop, but you got to watch.
Mike Martz got to be a bad cop.
You have to watch.
I mean, I just know it can't be Dick Vermeil.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. Was it DeMarco Farr? I can't remember who it was in the Super Bowl against the Titans. Somebody was coming off the field in that last drive, and they're like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" And I think it was Kevin Carter actually. And Dick Vermeil's asked him what's wrong. He's like, "I'm tired." He's like, "It's the last drive of the Super Bowl. What do you mean you're tired?"
So, are you a big Randy Quaid fan or not?
Randy Quaid or Dennis Quaid?
Sorry, Dennis Quaid.
Dennis Quaid.
Because they're very different people.
Yes, Randy's
absolutely.
Went off the grid.
Yeah, he's living off the lamb on Newfoundland or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but, Dennis Quaid, big fan or no?
Yeah, Dennis Quaid, he's solid, man.
So he plays Dick Vermeil.
Yeah, I could see that. I feel like he's too tall for Dick Vermeil, though.
He hunched most of the movie. He hunched over like that.
Dennis always does them cheesy movies, though. Is he cheesy in this?
No, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure this movie has an element of cheese, not directed that way, just because I think what Mr. Brown said, it's a true story, but it's almost unbelievable. You know what I mean? So it probably feels that way sometimes. Maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, it's because it's so over the top. I mean, it don't even seem like it's something that could happen. Because I mean, everyone knows it. I'm not giving it away, but for God's sakes, the guy worked at a grocery store stocking shelves, and then he becomes MVP and MVP of the Super Bowl. So
you just spoiled it. You just spoiled it.
He became a Hall of Famer.
The best undrafted player in the history of the NFL.
You just spoiled the whole movie. You're probably the same guy that told everybody the Titanic sunk in that movie too, aren't you?
I know, man.
You bastard.
Egg and groceries, the Hall of Famer.
All right, fellas. I think that does it enough for tonight, man. I'll see if we can holler at y'all again tomorrow. But guys, make sure you're checking out all our social media platforms. We got our baseball group. Mr. Brown, you'll give me a shout out there. You got the sweatshirt on, man.
Yeah, we got it in 5 different colors. We got the hoodie, we got the T-shirt. It helps pay for the autograph merch that I get, and I'm gonna probably do a drawing this week. But this helps me with the shipping and whatnot. So buy some merch. They're very comfortable.
There you go.
Nice.
So America's Pastime. Make sure you can go to Bonfire, check out the We Don't Know Sports shop. We got all kinds of stuff on there. And for all our listeners out there, if you got any good ideas, man, send it our way. We'll bring it to life. We can do these things. But we got the Football's Life group. I never can remember the basketball name.
All things basketball.
All things basketball.
All things basketball.
And then the best name, Puck Talk. So no matter what your sport, we got you everywhere. And then find We Don't Know Sports on Instagram, on YouTube, on Twitter.
Our YouTube channel.
Yes, we got more content. And like we said, if you want to not listen but watch the interview with John Abraham on Friday, guess where you can find it at? You can get it on YouTube. We'll make sure if you got your notifications on there, we'll let you know as soon as it drops. But that's all I got, fellas. This has been the We Don't Know Sports podcast. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.